Everything about Gyökeres is fake. Amorim blasts Gyökeres following flop debut against Arsenal. In a dramatic turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the football world, former Sporting CP manager and current Manchester United boss, Ruben Amorim, has ignited controversy by publicly criticising Victor Gyökeres following the striker's underwhelming debut for Arsenal. The Gunners' 1-0 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League opener was disappointing enough on its own, but it was Gyökeres' lackluster performance that captured the headlines, and the ire of his former coach. A hyped transfer meets harsh reality. Victor Gyökeres' much-anticipated move to Arsenal over the summer was hailed as one of the club's most important signings in recent years. Arriving with a reputation built on his prolific goal-scoring form at Sporting CP, the 25-year-old Swedish international was expected to become a key figure in Arsenal's title ambitions. For weeks, the build-up to his Premier League debut had dominated discussion among Arsenal fans, who viewed him as the answer to their long-standing striker issues. But when the whistle blew at the Emirates against bitter North London rivals Tottenham, the dream debut quickly turned into a nightmare. Gyökeres failed to register a single shot on target, seemed off the pace, and struggled with the physicality and intensity of the English game. His link-up play was erratic, his pressing half-hearted, and his confidence visibly drained as the match wore on. Arsenal's front line looked disjointed, and many pointed fingers at the new number 9. Amorim's explosive reaction. Following the match, Ruben Amorim, who now manages Manchester United after a high-profile switch earlier this year, didn't hold back. Speaking to reporters after United's own match, Amorim offered a scathing review of Gyökeres' performance. I had high hopes for Gyökeres, given our time at Sporting. He was more than a player to me, he was someone I believed could become one of the best strikers in Europe, Amorim began. But what I saw today was not the Victor I know. It was a shadow of that player, everything about him looked off. The fight, the hunger, the movement, it was all fake, a performance without soul. Those comments sparked instant backlash and debate. Critics questioned whether Amorim had crossed a line by so publicly rebuking a player he once nurtured. Others argued that the manager was simply being honest, and that such truth-telling is rare in the sanitized world of modern football press conferences. The complicated history between player and coach. The story of Victor Gyökeres and Ruben Amorim is a layered one. Under Amorim at Sporting CP, Gyökeres blossomed into a dominant striker. In just one season under the Portuguese coach, he racked up goals, assists, and countless plaudits. Amorim trusted him deeply, building the team's attacking framework around him. When Amorim left for Manchester United, many assumed that Gyökeres would follow him. Several reports during the summer linked the Swede to a potential move to Old Trafford. But in a surprise twist, Gyökeres signed with Arsenal instead, lured by a lucrative deal and the chance to be the main man at a club seeking redemption in the Premier League title race. Amorim later revealed that he had indeed wanted Gyökeres at United. I won't lie, I expected Victor to come with me to Manchester. We had discussions. I thought our bond, our history, would mean something. But in the end, he made a different choice, he said. Maybe now he's realizing that not all clubs are built the same. At United, we demand results, we don't just dream about them. Arsenal's gamble, and the pressure cooker. Gyökeres' choice to join Arsenal came with high expectations. The club, under Mikel Arteta, has undergone a steady rebuild over the last few years. With the additions of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and now Gyökeres, the Gunners were widely expected to mount a serious title challenge. But such expectations come with immense pressure. After just one match, questions are already swirling. Was Gyökeres the right fit for Arsenal's system? Can he adapt quickly enough? Is he mentally equipped to handle the scrutiny that comes with being a big-money signing in English football's most competitive environment? Pundit Roy Keane, speaking after the match, didn't mince words either. He looked lost out there. You can't afford passengers in games like this, especially not in a derby. If he keeps playing like that, he'll be out of the team in 2 weeks. Gary Neville added on Sky Sports. You expect your striker to lead the line, create chances, press from the front. He looked like a player who hasn't yet adjusted to the pace of the Premier League. Gyökeres breaks his silence. After the dust settled, Gyökeres took to Instagram to address the backlash. Every player has tough moments. This is just the beginning of a long journey. I take full responsibility for my performance and I'm determined to improve. Thank you to the fans who still believe in me. I'll come back stronger. The message was received with mixed reactions. Some fans praised the humility and resilience, while others saw it as mere damage control. Comments ranged from supportive, "You've got this, Victor," to brutally honest, "No more excuses, deliver next game." The bigger picture, Amorim's United versus Arsenal's identity crisis. While Gyökeres wrestles with form and expectation in North London, Amorim is making waves of his own in Manchester. Under his stewardship, United has already claimed silverware, winning the Premier League's Summer Series, and are off to a blistering start in the new campaign. Young talents like Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho have flourished, while Amorim's tactical identity is quickly reshaping the club. It's no wonder that Amorim's comments are being viewed not just as frustration with a former protégé, but also as a strategic mind game. By criticizing Gyökeres so openly, he's putting added pressure on both Arsenal and their new signing, while subtly reinforcing the idea that players who chose other paths may regret not joining his project at United. "Greater than, I need warriors at Manchester United," Amorim said pointedly. "I need players who step up when the spotlight is brightest, not ones who shrink." That statement, many believe, was more than just a jab, it was a declaration. What lies ahead for Gyökeres? There's no denying that Gyökeres is at a crossroads. Arsenal's next fixtures include tough tests against Brighton, Chelsea, and Newcastle. How Mikel Arteta handles his new striker could define the early part of the season. Will he persist with Gyökeres in the starting XI, or bench him in favour of Gabriel Jesus or Havertz playing as a false nine? Moreover, the question looms, was Gyökeres simply not ready for the Premier League, or is this just a brief dip in form that he'll overcome with time and guidance? Arteta, when asked about the performance, was diplomatic but clear. "Greater than, Victor is a fantastic talent. It was a tough debut, yes, but we believe in him. This is just the start. A psychological battle more than just a football one." The Gyökeres-Amorim drama also underscores a growing reality in modern football. The mental aspect of the game is as crucial as the technical. Gyökeres, hailed as the future at Sporting, is now being publicly questioned by the very coach who once championed him. Such dynamics can either break a player or mold him into something stronger. In elite sport, narratives matter. Right now, the narrative around Gyökeres is not flattering. But narratives can be rewritten, with goals, assists, leadership, and consistent performances. Conclusion: redemption or ruin. In the ever-unforgiving world of football, the margin for error is razor-thin. Victor Gyökeres has been given the platform, the spotlight, and the backing, but now he must deliver. Amorim's brutal honesty might sting, but it could also serve as the wake-up call Gyökeres needs. As Arsenal seeks to recover from the shaky start and mount a real challenge for the title, all eyes will be on their Swedish striker. Can he rise from this baptism by fire and prove his doubters, especially his old mentor, wrong? Or will Amorim's words stand as a chilling prophecy, that everything about Gyökeres, the hype, the potential, the promise, was always destined to fall apart when tested at the highest level? Only time will tell.